Hi guys, hi ladies and welcome. Yeah, we are here again. And we are here again, obviously, because we've got another job to do. Yep. We just get the remote control. Zoom out a bit, there we go. That'll do us. Right, so what we've got here, we've got, if we can untangle it, we have got a Garrard of some description, not quite sure what, because their turntables were, some were SP25s, some were SP25s had different model numbers. They weren't an SP25, they were fucking, this is an SP25 Mark V, so if it was a Mark 5. I don't do Roman numerals. Don't do Roman numerals, guys. The top's broke on this. Got a piece of plastic broke there. And that's broke. Never mind, we don't worry about that. The centre spindle isn't with this one. There's the circlip. The centre spindle isn't with it. So, not my problem. There's the drive belt. The turntable mat. When I wake up in the morning light, I pull on my jeans and I feel alright. Right, so what's this got in it? I don't think it's got a stylus. No, it's not got a stylus. The clip is broke off here. This is the same. This is a very, very scabby as well. This is the same as what's used in my disco console over there. It's the same deck. It's the same model that my disco console uses. Only the ones in my disco console are in far better nick. It has to be said. We just move some shit out of the way and then we can start the job. When I see you again. Oh, oh, oh. Right. So, right, this is a service, guys. Right. The automatic portion doesn't work. It's common on these. It's common on these for that to be the problem. So what we'll do, we'll take the turntable off. Has he been at this? Is it dead floppy? No. That's seized on. So we can get the clip off, because that's seized on. So we can get the clip off. Now the correct way, now this was made for a different couple of models there, because on one model would have had a bearing in the seat. That's all seized there. Can I zoom in and show you guys? Well, I could have even found a zoomer in there. There we go. Let me just get the cloth and I can blow my fucking nose. Right, there we go. Right, the speed works. Record sizing is stiff. Pull the cartridge carrier out so it doesn't get damaged. But not that it makes any difference, there's no stylus in it, but we'll do it anyway. And we'll also find a bit of tape in a minute so we can tape the arm down. because there's no clip. The clip is missing. Now, if I can zoom in, guys, and show you what I'm talking about. Now, get something to point with, a centre spindle will do. Now, this doesn't turn because it's seized. Look at that. That's seized solid. And this is seized solid as well. This is your actuator pawl, which as your arm moves in, it pushes, it's supposed to push that. It's supposed to push that, and it doesn't, because that's supposed to get there and stop. But get to about the 7-inch part and stop, and it doesn't. So, have we got any damage? So that is all seized solid. So what we're going to need, we're going to need the heat gun. So basically, guys, what we do, we get the heat gun. We get the heat gun. There we go. And what we'll do, we won't use it too much. And what this will do, this will heat the grease up. Starting to go already. See, that's gone already. There you go. Oop. Right, so what we'll do, we'll leave the heat gun out for now, because we may need that in a minute to get the cloth. And there you go. Shit, that's hot. So what we'll do next, take out our thrust bearings, because they need to come out, so we can put new grease on them. Shit. The cam follower there is stiff, although not seized, so that'll respond. Motor's not seized. So what we'll do the top of it first, and then we can service the bottom of it. It might be easier. So what we'll do, we'll put that there. Now the oil will run down into there now. That's perfect now. There you go, guys, look at that. That's perfect, that now. Right, and the other thing is, guys, this is a funny colour now, this IPA, but it'll do. Right. Now what we do is we clean everything around here that needs to be cleaned. Does that move across? Yes, it does. So there's no damage there. There you go. Now is that cool now? See, that's gone stiff again now, you see, because, ooh, that's gone stiff again, because because the grease has gone stiff. So what we need to do is I need to zoom out a bit, don't I? So you can see what I'm doing a bit better. Right, that should do us. Right, so what we need to do is just take these. Oh, wood up, we've got the clip in my hand, there we go. Right, so we need to get this out of here. That should pop out. That's that one. Now I'll take this clip out of here. There you go. Now what we need to do is just get the heat gun back on this. Well, that's as much as we can do with that for a minute. So what we'll do next, we'll get the pliers. And that's heating up pretty badly. Look at this cloth. That is heating up. So what we need to do here is there you go. There you go. It is right. I'm hoping I'm going to be able to just pull this out, because if not, I'll have to heat it up again. I'm hoping I'm going to just grip it with the pliers there. Let's warm it up. You don't want to damage any of this. Look at how. That should do it. Should just about do it. There we go. Oh, that's loose. There you go. Now all we do is stand the oil up so it doesn't run out everywhere. And now what we do here, guys, is we're going to clean that, put that, use the other end, and might work better with it warm. I've never tried, and so it's red out that actually, it's a bit more than warm. Oh ho 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 ho. There you go, that's that clean. Now let's get the, remove that. Oh, that's a bit warm. Right. a bit on the warm side, guys. That being said, you don't want anything on this, nothing. This has to be completely dry. This has to be completely dry, this, guys. You don't want nothing on. You don't want nothing on that at all. Absolutely niche. Nothing. Right, well that's going. That can go back together. That feels a bit cooler now. Yeah, I think I clean that a bit more. It looks like it's still got some shit on it. It hasn't, I think it's just wear. There you go. So that should go back into the hole and work like that, look. That's a bit, that's not quite right. So we've got something stuck in there somewhat. We've got something in there it shouldn't be. Get all this crap out of this. Make sure all this crap is out. Make sure that goes in. See, that feels a bit. See what I mean? It's not right. Yeah, just leave the doorway for me, thank you. Yeah, so what we're doing, we're going to use the cloth instead of the cotton bud. Because we think we've got some hard shit on this. And you're not supposed to put any, yeah it is, it's coming off. Yeah, you're not supposed to use any sort of abrasive, like sandpaper. Let's zoom me out a bit further. I'll do, yeah. Right. You're not supposed to use any sort of abrasive, like sandpaper or anything on this. Looks better. Because it has to be perfect. And you're not supposed to put any oil in that either. That feels good. Let's put it back where it's in the correct orientation. Yeah, that feels alright. I don't put any lubricant on this whatsoever. I just don't, guys, because... Come in, Mildred. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm just doing a video on Mildred.
Yeah, there's your thing. Yeah, I don't know if you like them.
What are they?
It's cheese. There's a block of cheese in the middle and it's a French clambre with garlic and herbs.
Yeah, I'll have a look, I'll have a go at it.
I'll put it on.
If I don't eat it, Laura will.
I can't put it on there, can I?
Put it on top of this amplifier here.
It's wet.
We'll put it in the kitchen.
She's on the way up here anyway.
Who?
Your missus, well I think she is.
Not my missus.
Well, your ex, I've just seen her walking across the road up there.
On there, Mildred.
And then
Yeah, they're what you asked for.
they look thinner.
They do look thinner. Well, they're what
Well, it says roll on it, doesn't it?
well, they're what you asked for.
funny thing is, in this bag, where's the paddles?
The what?
The paddles.
Very funny.
You haven't got it, have you?
I have got it, Mildred. I'm doing a video. Would you have to?
I know. Who did that? Burn it out?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Right, I'm going.
Yeah, I'll see you later, Mildred. Right, so there we go, guys. That's now as it should be. That's now free to move. And we don't put any lubricant on this anywhere. It's not supposed to have any. There. Now we want the grease. So I'm probably going to get some of you saying, well, why come it was seized? Well, because somebody put grease on it at some point in its past. We'll leave the heat gun out for a minute. Somebody probably put grease on it in its past, but it's not supposed to have grease. And this here, we just put a thin line of grease in here. We don't need much, just enough to do the job. And this is a grease bearing here, and you know that because it's got some grooves in it. The little slots cut into it for it to retain. That's a grease bearing. There you go. And oh, that feels tight. Why does that feel tight? Maybe because there's still some shit on it. Yeah. Let's dip it in the IPA. That's the trouble, you see. You can do it with a cotton bud, can't guarantee you get everything. Yeah. Right, see if that'll now go on. It's still stiff. Jesus. Yeah, it's still stiff, and it could be. Right, well, I think it might be because let's try. See, the thing is, we don't really have enough. I'm going to have to look out for some wide cleaning, like pipe cleaners or something. But let's try that. See if that does it. Yeah, because that's supposed to just drop on like that, guys. And what we'll do, just because we know we took the grease off, we'll put some more grease on there. Because we washed the grease off, didn't we? So we'll put a bit more on there. You'll need a bit. Oh, hang on. That way. Just put a little bit of grease on that. Put the washer on. There you go. Wipe that off there. So it's nice and clean now. It should just drop straight on. Now look at that. It probably won't turn off. Oh, it did. Right. So that's See that it won't, the automatic part won't work because that's not supposed to stay up. They'll come back down. That's supposed to stay up there. So what we need to do next is take the bottom off. Right, can we get this out without? Well, it might be an easy one. Flick that switch, that lever to there, that clip. That's it. Flick that to there. And flick that one to there. Now let's lift the unit out. If it fucking will come out. Well, it would if that hadn't have gone back down. That one there hasn't fucking come out. Fuck's sake. No, it should come out. They're both in their release position. Right. I think I know what we might need to do. I want to avoid taking these out, but I'm not going to avoid it, am I? I wanted to avoid taking this off, but see, we can take this off, flip it upside down, and that's supposed to just come out, but oh, fuck's sake. I don't want to take the bottom. You're not supposed to take the bottom off them because they're actually, the bottoms are glued in place, so this is how you do them. One screw. What was that parcel? Okay. I've got a clue. It's not mine anyway, it's Christine's. Whoever that fucking is. I was sick of having a shit set here. Right. Unplug them. Come on. There you go. Don't pull that out there. Pull that there. Right. What we can do, guys, we can flip this upside down now. Now, where the problem we have with these is that spring's off, which is not supposed to be. So that spring's off and it's corroded. That's not supposed to be, and this is stiff and this is not supposed to be. So what I would like to do now, what I would like to do is that's twisted round that, so that would explain why. That would explain why that was a bit of a mare to get out. There you get rid of that. Now undo this. And we can take that off. And that should undo that should let me take the top off. Let me take the fucking, remove the, put that there for a second. Now it should let me remove the top, move the washer. Should let me remove the top so we can get into here. Now that wasn't very tight. Not tight at all, guys, look at that. Not using any effort on those. So there's, now what I'm hoping is that the nut there move this oil a minute. There we go. Right. Now what I need to do is move all this shit, because I need to open this. Because then we can get the earth wire off then we can move this plinth out of the way. Whoops, where's that washer gone? Right, well that's out of the way. Put that back onto there. So then we don't lose things, and put this back in. Put that back in. So then things don't disappear then. There you go, now the deck should just lift straight off. There you go. Now I should be able to just move the plinth. Put that there for a minute. Just be able to move the plinth. Move the plinth out of the way. Put that down there. Now we can get to it. Now the issue we have is that spring is off, and it shouldn't be. That spring, where's that come from? It doesn't come from there. I'm trying to think where that spring actually comes from. I may have to look that up. Don't come from over there. Yeah. And I've knocked the IPA everywhere. Right, so now let's top up the IPA just so I can knock it over again. There you go. Now what we need to do is, see, that is supposed to move and stay there and then come down gradually. So what we have to do Take this clip off here. Put that there. Big heat gun. Told you we weren't finished with that, didn't I? We want to be careful. We don't want to heat any springs. We don't want to start accidentally detempering springs. That'll do us. Let's get that off. It should just lift off now because that's working now. It should just lift out. It's going to be hot down there, so there we go. Lift that out. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Clean all this crap off. All this old grease. Put a bit of oil on that. Put a bit of oil on that. And that's your problem. What causes these is that. Now put that back on. There you go. Put the clip back in place. Don't know where that spring came from. It might not even been used on this, but I can't see why Garrard would put a spring that isn't used. Ah, right, where's me fucking... Let's try it with this. See, the idea is basically they have a slit in this. There you go. Right, so now that part there now is working. Now let's have a look at the that there. I'm just wondering where I think that spring goes there. That spring must go there. Maybe not. I don't know. Well, doesn't go. Don't think it goes there, does it? It could. Let's turn it back over. Now, let's see. See, that stays up there now. See, that stays there now like it's supposed to do. Now if we turn this, comes down, goes to there, and comes back, and it shouldn't go right into the middle there. So, let's have a look where this is seized. And there it is. Now let's see, this is your record size in here, and look how seized that is. Look at that. No way, guys. So what we need to do, get the clip off, get the heat gun on. Oh, hoo, hoo, hoo. There you go. Oh, take that out. That's a compression washer there. And make sure you clean all this crap off from here. Make sure you clean the washer. That's good. Clean this. Look at that crusty shit that's on the bottom of that. That's good. That's good. Oh yeah. A pair of pliers the right size would be nice. For fuck's sake. That'll do us. Now all we do is we just there you go. Bit of oil on that pivot. There you go. Let's turn it around, see if it works any easier. Right, so let's oil this. Start oiling the pivots now. That's probably about it. There's not really a great deal. That one's a bit funny there. I think that one there's a bit. Let's get the spray lubricant and just spray under there, because it saves taking everything to fucking bits. Because we can just clean it all in a minute. There you go. Now let's get the the cotton swabs and clean all this old grease off. And we'll put new grease on. Not a lot of places need it on this. Give that a wipe there. There we go. There we go. Let's get the grease. A bit on here. There you go. A bit on the underside of there. I should just about do it. Because I don't really want any anywhere else. Yeah. I'll give that a bit more. There you go. That should sort us. Right, let's see how we work now. Let's rotate it by hand and see how it goes. So that's 12, which should be 12-inch. So that's going to 7. So it shouldn't be. Let's go to 10. Mind you, this is actually there's 10. There's 7. See if it works. See, that only comes to there. That only comes there, don't come any further back. So what's wrong with that? Because it's come back to here. So that's only coming to there. This time, so it's on. So what we'll do, right, that's as far back as it's going to come. And that's wrong because it should come all the way back. So let's have a look. Right. That's the arm loose on the fucking spring missing. That's not right, that, guys. That's not right. Well, this has been off anyway. Somebody's had this off because it's loose. Let's see if we can just lift that out. The other one might need to cut. Yeah, look at that, it's all fucking loose, that, guys. It's all loose on the gimbal. It's all loose, that, guys. This might be. If there's any parts missing, this could be a problem. Right, so what we'll do, we'll put the arm there. See, that's all loose on the gimbal. Look at that. Yeah, that's all loose, that, guys. That's all loose. I just hope there's no bits missing. And there is, I can see something straight away which I think is missing. The spring for the weight. There should be a weight, there should be a spring on there, guys. There should be a spring there. And it's missing. Yeah. Yeah, there's a spring missing off this. There should be a spring there. Yeah. Should be a spring there. There we go. Should be a spring there. And it should go to somewhere under here. It's the spring that's missing for the stylus pressure. It should go, I don't know where it should go, but but there's definitely a spring missing from there. Well, I wasn't asked to replace parts, I was only asked to service it, so. I wasn't asked to replace any parts. But there's definitely a spring missing. I'll have to get in touch with him about that. It's something he might have to do himself when he gets it back. Right. Because without that spring, I'm just trying to get this back into there. I think it's right. But without that spring, you cannot set up the stylus weight. You can't set it up without that spring. Because, well, how can you? Right, so we've got bits missing off this. This is not a complete unit. So now if we try it again, this is not a complete unit, guys. There are bits missing. So if I do that, and that moves across to there, now it should come back, and it doesn't. Let's put the head shell on it because it'll give a bit of weight to it because there's no stylus. Put the head shell on it. I think this one's fucked, guys. So do that. See, that's supposed to come back. And it doesn't. Why? Because there's bits missing. That's why it doesn't come back. See, that's actually undone again. That's actually, I've tightened that up and it's actually undone itself again. Look at that, loose as fuck. That's actually oh, there's, oh no it's not, no it's not, I thought I was going to say there's the spring, it's not. That's the spring for lifting the arm up and down. Right, let's take this back out. Now we know it's not seized up or anything like that, so should lift out. There we go. And that's actually loosened. See, there's supposed to be that is supposed to. Let me take the arm off completely. Right. Take the arm off completely. Right, let's just disconnect these. Right, so this needs to pull through. So I need to pull this through. So it looks like so if I pull this through, well, I can't pull that because it won't go because it's taped out somewhere. Let's find out where. We've got to take that out. I can't work on it with that in there. Right. Take that out. Now I can show you all what's going on in here now, guys. Take this out. There you go. That out of the way for a minute. Now there's a spring missing from here. Now if we undo the gimbal, let's put that in there so it doesn't disappear. There you go. Now if I take the gimbal off, there you go. Now there's a spring missing. See, there's where your adjuster is for adjusting your set down point. And there is supposed to be there's supposed to be a spring. There's supposed to be a spring that goes through that hole there, goes round that, and it goes through that hole and comes back on itself, because that's how it works, and it's missing. See, that doesn't go anywhere else. That is right there. That's where that should be. There's a spring that goes, I presume, through that hole without having the manual, without having the service manual. I'm not completely sure, because I've never had to take one of these apart to this degree. I'm certainly not taking my disco console decks apart. Right, so that's, see, that goes on there. I think I've got another one of these actually in. I've got another one of these very similar. See, that goes there, but that's supposed to flick back. It's supposed to have a spring on it, and it hasn't. So it can't go back. It can't go back there. It has to go there. That's where it has to go, because otherwise you can't put the gimbal back on. See, that's not supposed to be like that. It's supposed to have a spring. Somebody has taken parts out of this. Somebody has nicked bits out of this. This has got bits missing. Right, it's supposed to have a spring that pulls this back here. So this gets tied to that like that. So it's supposed to have a spring, but I don't know what the spring is. And there's a spring missing from here. So basically, guys, I'm going to have to get hold of him and find out. But it looks like we're dealing with a scrapper. Because I know I haven't got any parts. Because I've never scrapped one of these. I never do a kit. I always keep them. SP25 is the same deck. Pretty much got the same gimbal. But I haven't got any... sorry. SP25 Mark 4s. They've got the same gimbal. And I think there's another one that has as well. I've got one in my bedside cabinet. I've got one in my filing cabinet, but I can't get to it. But I don't really want to strip a good deck down. I'm going to have to phone him, guys. We'll do it live. Well, I say live, we'll do it recorded. We'll phone him. Let's phone him. Matthew. Oh, just so fucking answer your fucking phone. Don't be fucking doing that, you cunt. Answer your fucking phone. Come on. Not answering his phone. He hung up a second ago. Call back. Come on, Matthew. See what I mean? We're doing this shit. Come on, mate. I'll try once more. If I can't get through, fuck it.
This person's phone is currently unavailable.
Yeah.
Please try later.
Fuck off. Turned his phone off. Matthew, you turned your phone off. You're a twat. Fuck's sake. Right. Right, well, there's not much I can do about this, guys. You know, I wanted to see if he had another one of these where we could get the fucking, we could send it through and we could nick the bits and do this, but you know, that's, see, there's a spring missing, that's not supposed to do that. So, you know, all that's good for really, well, it's good for fuck all really, guys. It's just good for, it's just good as a manual turntable. I can't believe that it turned his phone off. It infuriates when people do that. Why don't you just answer it and say, Andy, I'm busy, can I call you back? But no, just turned his phone off. Oh well. There's not much I can do about it, guys, I'm afraid. I mean, there's nothing I can do about it. We've got parts missing. I'm not stripping a good mechanism to put parts in it. That's not going to happen. There's a spring missing from here, which goes onto the tone arm. I'm not exactly sure where. I think it goes on. Let me have a look. Fuck's sake, my glasses fell off. Right, so it goes on little tiny ball bearings in there, and all, you know, really nicely made, these things. Right, so there might be something missing from this as well. I don't think it hooked onto the back there. It didn't go onto here. What it might have done, guys, what it might have done, it might have gone through one of these holes here. But I can't tell. I'm not taking my fucking disco unit apart to find out. That's not going to happen. No, we're not doing that. That's... Yeah. Oh, hang on. I know where it is. There's actually a little screw. There's actually a little pin there. Should be a little pin there that goes through. The spring goes through there. Yeah. It does, it goes through that hole there, and then it hooks onto there, and that's how you get your stylus pressure. And this here is, although it is a counterweight, it's more for decoration than anything. You can move it to set it up, but but that's where that's the issue, guys. We're not going to be able to do much because the main thing is this spring out of here. That's the main thing. See, there should be a spring. Goes there. Let's take that screw out. Yeah, because it goes. Yeah, it goes. I think it goes into that hole there, or behind it. It doesn't. Yeah, it could go behind there actually, but it goes through. But it goes through the gimbal. But that's where the problem is. And that's where your problem is, guys. That's where your problem is. It's on that. Because that is supposed to be tied to that via a spring. And there's nothing I can do about that, I'm afraid. Nothing I can do about that, I'm afraid. Because that is supposed to be tied to that with a spring. And that's how you get your adjustment for your set down point. It's tension, spring tension. And I don't have a spring that'll fit that. And to be honest with you guys, I'll be honest with you guys and girls, in all my years of doing this, I've never actually taken one of these off. Never ever taken one off, never. Not even to strip one for bits. Because the truth is I've never stripped one for bits because I've always been able to repair them. And they're more valuable. There's more value in them working than what there is for bits. But this, what we're going to have to do is try and get hold of him. I mean, I don't believe he turned his phone off. I mean, why? It annoys me why people do things. But this, unless we can get them two springs, this is scrap. And it's amazing, guys. I haven't even got any fucking scrap SP25s. I've got some, but I've got some that are complete. But I'm not stripping a complete mechanism for this. Because it's just not worth it for me.
Come on, come on.
So, hey Christine.
I am dead.
So I'm going to have to get hold of him, guys, at some point. Who does a brew? There's a parcel there for you.
Right.
On top of that record player there.
Okay, what's it?
Oh, put that in the fridge. Mildred sent it, I don't know. Some sort of shite. Put it in the fridge. Just stand there squeezing it. Yeah, there's a record. It's in here, the parcel, Christine.
Right, okay then.
Don't know what it is.
Invitation card.
For what?
For Laura's birthday.
Fucking it's not until next year.
No, but I got them in there. So they're out of the way.
Oh well. I'm going to leave it there, guys. And we'll see what we can come up with. I'm going to see what we can come up with. But I'm certainly not scrapping. I'm certainly not pulling a good mechanism apart for this. That's not going to happen. So this is a write-off, really.
That could have been Andy.
Yeah. Yeah, this is as well.
The blue green's only once a month now. Fucking hell,
Yeah.
you use it a lot.
Yeah, well, I'll start burning.
Another blue
I
green.
don't want at all. I'll start burning the shit. Bloody paper. I've got a burning barrel in the fucking bedroom. I need to sort that out. Right, I'm going to leave it there, guys. And, you know, I'm a bit disappointed at Matthew not answering his phone. Because I know he hung up because now his phone's turned off. So, you know, I'm going to leave it there. I'll catch you later, guys. Bye for now.